Real estate on the lower end in Steamboat is on one hand a microcosm of the overall market, and on the other hand a foreshadowing of the other segments. There's just not enough homes to sell to meet the demand of the buyers. Hi, John James again from the James team at RE/MAX Partners. We are jumping into the price segments for the month of September 2021, and we're starting with the $250,000 to $750,000 price segment. And we will look at both year over year for overall health and what is trending through month over month changes. Let's start with our main indicators. As always, no surprise, the median sales price is up from $438,000 last year to $459,000 this year. That's a 5% increase. But we've had the first price drop in sales price month over month since November of 2020. For number of homes sold, we saw a year-over-year increase of 12%. It finished at 587 homes sold, whereas last September there were 577 homes. It's not as big of a number, especially when you compare it to the high of this summer, 710 homes sold in June. And sales volume inched up about 4% over last September. Where we saw almost $268 million then, we see $279,312,647 now. So that's not a big change. And the difference is last year's volume was on the way up, and this year it's on the way down. It's unlikely we're going to see the $1/3 billion in sales volume in the near future, and that brings me to the reason why: inventory. I'm not going to bury the lead here. Usually I start inventory with days on market, but the number of new listings is the story here. The number of new listings is down 8% from last year, from 597 to 551. And here's the key stat. This number is lower than any other month in the past 12 years. We're even putting more listings in this price range on the market in each of the 3 months at the beginning of the pandemic, when no one knew how real estate was going to respond to the lockdown. The rolling average of active listings also dropped from 151 to 49. That's a 68% drop. And that's just another reflection of how little supply we have. On the flip side, demand continues to increase. Days on market are almost non-existent, 6 days. If you're a buyer, you better be on your game, because most homes are just not sticking around. Last year, you had more than 5 times as much time to hop on a property. And the indicator which reflects both supply and demand is month supply. This is the very first time I've seen this drop to under a month. It's 0.9 months. Now, last year, you only had 3.5 months of inventory, which is 74% higher. But under a month shows you there is an insane amount of demand with very limited supply. And in this price segment, we've seen list price matching sales price 100%. And while it is up 2% from where it was last year, the key point is we've had the even ratio for 3 straight months. And I've checked. The MLS does show 100% plus in other markets. We just haven't seen it yet here. So we'll see maybe 104% or something. But still on the increase is price per square foot. Last September, the price in this segment was $345. This year, $416, up 21%. And price reductions were up year over year from last year, from 22 to 27. That's up 18.5% year over year, and almost 50% from where we were in July. At first glance, this seems incongruous. Why would there be any price reductions when there aren't very many listings left? Simple. Those listings that are left have realized that when your home is on the market and it hasn't sold by this time, it comes just down to price. And to wrap it up, pending listings, they have dropped even from last year, 594 to 548, an 8% drop from last year. And again, this isn't really much of a surprise. We can expect October sales to be lower than they were last year based on these numbers. So there we have the lower end of the market. Next, we'll touch on the $750,000 to $2 million market. That's our middle, and that really still sounds weird to say. So let me know what you think. Call or text me at 970-846-0797, email at johnjames@jamesteamsteamboat.com, or leave a comment in the video. Take care.